Hey guys, it's Michaela, and today I'm going to walk you through how to speed up a slow iPhone. I have a few tips for you, so let's jump in. The first thing you want to do is to free up space. That is your number one hindrance in having a faster iPhone. So to do that, all we have to do is go over to Settings. From there, we're going to go down to General, and then iPhone Storage. Now it's loading right now, but this is the main place where you can see all of your storage of your iPhone. So I'm only using at the top, you can see 70 gigabytes of my 256 gigabytes. So my phone is operating at a much faster speed than if I was using almost all of my gigabytes or, even more than I'm using. So the first thing you want to do is, revisit all these downloaded videos if you want to. It says a recommendation, like these are the two largest things I could do. So I could click on review downloaded videos and I could go through and delete those, or I can review large attachments, go through those and delete those. You can also manually just look and delete any apps you don't use that are taking up a lot of space. At the top, it has the most space for the biggest apps. So my drive has 15.47 gigabytes, and then it goes down from there. So you can go through and see like, oh, I don't use that app, I'm going to delete that. And all you have to do is, to click on it, and then at the bottom it says delete that app, and that's how you're going to go through and you can organize delete apps and trying to get that gigabyte usage down as much as possible, because the less you're using, the more space your phone has to operate. So that's your first thing you want to do, is make sure that storage is down. The second thing we want to do is to make sure that our apps are updated. Now if I go out of this all thing and I want to go to App Store, and then you can go to the top right hand corner of your profile. Mine is a little seashell, and you can see, if I scroll down, all the apps. If any of them say update, you want to make sure to go ahead and update them. If they're not fully updated, it's going to slow down your phone because it's using a previous system. If your iOS isn't updated, that needs to be updated as well. But specifically for the apps, if you're not using the most up-to-date form, then that's going to slow down your phone. Sometimes it will say right above update recently, it will say update all. My phone right now is set to automatically update, but if it isn't, it will say that there, and you can update all in one click, and just spend the next 30 minutes updating your phone. So that brings us to our next point to make our phone faster, is to actually not have your automatic update on. So because I only use 70 gigabytes of my storage, I don't mind having it on. But if my phone was slow, you don't want apps to be automatically updating in the background when you're trying to use it. You want it to update on your time when you're not using your phone. So to turn that off, we're going to go back to settings, and we're going to go down to App Store, and then under automatic downloads, it says app updates. You can just turn that off. Now that is going to that means you need to make sure that you're going back and updating the apps as they come in. But this is so that it's not updating in the background, and when you're trying to use your phone and it's becoming a hindrance. You want to make sure it's happening on your time when you want it. I'm going to keep mine on. Now the last or next thing you can try is to turn off the background app refresh. Now I'll take you to that right now. If we go back into our settings, and then if this is our settings, we're going to General, and then we're going to go to Background App Refresh. No, it's right here. This is so what your phone does is in the background it will refresh the apps. For example, Facebook or Twitter feeds will update automatically without you manually updating them, and then it will also just kind of recycle and refresh the app as it goes. So you can either turn that completely off, or when you have Wi-Fi, whatever you want. But you can turn it completely off so that it never automatically updates in the background, or you can a la carte just go through and turn off certain ones that you don't really care to automatically refresh in the background. If you're not using it a lot, you can go through and just turn those off so that your phone's never trying to refresh something that you're not on or you're not using. Then the last step I would say is to dial back your location services. If you're using a bunch of apps and you're given every single app permission to use your location, then your phone is constantly taking space and battery and speed away from everything else you want to do. So we're going to go out of here, and we're going to go down to, we're in settings again. We're going to go to accessibility, and then we're going to go down to, let's go out of here. It's actually, if we go to settings, and then we're going to go to privacy. And then the top it says location services. All right, so right now it's on because some apps I'm allowing to use it. Now what you want is to have it only on while using, because if it's on always, like I don't think I have anything like that right now, but that is an option. So say I clicked on this, I can have it on always, and this means this app is always running in the background, always taking my location information and taking away speed from everything else. So you only want it when you're using the app, because that's only when you need it. So you can just have it on while using the app, or never if you know you don't want that app to ever have your location. Some apps don't need it. It's not for this. It's AccuWeather. It shows you where you're at, so maybe you want it. But for Amazon, like, you can ask or never. You know, you don't actually need your location for that, so you can take that away and never even give them the option, which is going to speed up your phone. So I would just go through and, customize that as you need. The last step is just, reboot your phone. Turn it off, turn it back on. If it's acting super slow, then it maybe just needs a second to cool down or reset. So just go ahead and turn your phone off and then turn it back on. If you guys have any questions on any of that, let us know in the comments below. If not, don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe.